welcome back to Rooted Wellness. You're here with your host, Jerome Coley, and today we're touching on a very sensitive topic to many. I know a lot of people, when it comes on to this topic, they are very sensitive and they don't really want to speak about this. They rather to ignore it and continue living a life of unsurety. Well, let me tell you, we are not here to live a life of unsurety and unhealthy habits and always worrying about death. No, we are not beings that are just here to work and come home and then we drink and we smoke, we have sex, and then and we say all of this that we have to live life now because we are not sure, because we're going to die one day. But you have to understand that the reason for this, the reason that most of us are going to the doctor and going to the hospital and dying at such an early age, or some people have become so sick at an early age, is because of our habits or unhealthy habits that we keep doing. So we have to change our habits. Now, a lot of people in the eastern side of the world have realized this, because if you go to China, if you go to Japan, they have different habits. They are very orderly people. They are people that take their health very seriously. They are people that take pride in everything that they do. So we have to move away from the Western standardized thinking that we were placed upon by our colonizers and our enslavers. So we have to move away from them. It does not make any sense that we try to fight them, because we are doing the same thing that they did to our ancestors. So we need to just leave them be and let them do whatever they want to do and move away from them, because we know what we need to do already to gain our health, to gain our mental health and our physical health. For our physical health, we need to exercise, we need to drink more water. We need to take into consideration that our body needs minerals and vitamins for it to produce muscles. And we need to also realize that oxygen is a very important part of your body's development. So if they are poisoning the air daily, poisoning the food, and poisoning everything that you listen to and watch, then you will be sick mentally, physically, and also mentally, physically, and also health-wise. You will be very sick spiritually also. So what we have here on the screen is, this is the main reason for some of our family members, some of our co-workers. They have an addiction. They have something that we would call what's the word? Damn, the word slipped me. But it is basically a habit. Bad habits. That urge to do it. When you have that urge to drink, when you have that urge to have sex, that urge to smoke, you have to fight these urges. So first I want to begin to speak about alcohol. And we are on the WHO website. And it is talking about the key facts that alcohol has contributed to humanity over the years. So we start. Alcohol or alcoholic beverages contain ethanol, a psychoactive and toxic substance that can cause dependence. Worldwide, around 2.6 million deaths were caused by alcohol consumption. 2.6 million deaths were caused by alcohol consumption in 2019. Of these, 1.6 million deaths were from non-communicable diseases, 700,000 deaths from injuries, and 300,000 deaths from communicable diseases. The alcohol attributable mortality was heaviest among men, accounting for 2 million deaths compared to 600,000 deaths among women. In 2019, an estimated 400 million people, or 7% of the world's population aged 15 years and older, lived with alcohol use disorders. My bro's calling me. Not right now. I'm in the middle of a video. I'm gonna get back to you, my brother. So even teenagers, like myself, when I was younger, I did not know the information that I'm gonna share with y'all. That this is very bad for your health. Alcohol is not good for you. It's not saying that it causes cancer, but it is literally poison. You're literally poisoning yourself. Why are we being fed poison? Why is poison being pushed so much on mainstream news, on the ads that you see? If you go into the supermarket, you have these big banners that are displaying alcohol, when alcohol use is killing half of the world's, or should I say 7% of the world's population. 15 years and older live with alcohol use disorders. Of this 209 million people, 3.7% of the adult world population live with alcohol dependence. Alcohol consumption, even at low levels, can bring health risks, but most alcohol-related harms come from heavy episodic or heavy continuous alcohol consumption. Effective alcohol control interventions exist and should be utilized more. At the same time, it is important for people to know risks associated with alcohol consumption and take individual actions to protect from its harmful effects. Now, if you're drinking alcohol, you have to understand the damage that you're doing to your liver. If you can really think about it, why are you feeding yourself poison on a daily basis? I know that you have some of y'all that drink beers. Anything that has this word in it, it is poison. You're literally poisoning yourself. You have so many other ways that you can make yourself feel in a high spirit. For instance, you have medical cannabis. Medical cannabis means that it is not being exposed to any chemicals of that sort, and you are not mixing your cannabis with any tobacco or any, down here we call grabber, which is nicotine. You do not need nicotine in the body. Nicotine has a negative effect on you, and when nicotine is mixed with ethanol, it strains the liver even more. So we have to move away from this thinking that alcohol is helping me in any way. No, it is not. Probably you think that the problem has been calmed, or no, you are not making yourself any calmer. You are just running away from your problem when you drink alcohol. Alcohol and alcoholic beverages contain ethanol, which is a psychoactive and toxic substance with dependence-producing properties. It makes you addicted to it. Alcohol has been widely used in many cultures for centuries, but is associated with significant health risks and harms. Now, alcohol should be used for pain, for rubbing pain. If you have a stomach ache, you take about a cork full, about this full, you sip it with lime juice and honey. If you have a flu, that is the use of alcohol back in the days, or rum. You take a cork full of rum, some lime juice, or if you want to use lemon, you just need the citric acid that is in the orange, in the vitamin C also, that is in the orange, in the lime, in the lemon, in the grapefruit. It will help y'all. Now, when you go to the doctor and you get antibiotics, they tell you don't take grapefruit. Why is that? Because the citric acid in it, it combats any foreign substance in the body. Anything that does not belong to the body, the citric acid will get rid of it. So a beautiful way to get rid of this is using Himalayan salt and key limes. And you drink that every morning. A beautiful way to get rid of all that ethanol out of your body is key limes and Himalayan salt. Now let's get back. Alcohol has been widely used in many cultures for centuries, but is associated with significant health risks and harms. Worldwide, 2.6 million deaths were attributable to alcohol consumption in 2019, of which 2 million were among men and 0.6 million among women. The highest levels of alcohol-related deaths per 100,000 persons are observed in the WHO European and African regions, with 52.9 deaths and 52.2 deaths per 100,000 people, respectively. So if they have an agenda to kill us and lessen the population, then they will be using the alcohol to achieve this agenda that they have. People of younger age, 20 to 39 years, are disproportionately affected by alcohol consumption, with the highest proportion of 13% of alcohol attributable deaths occurring within this age group in 2019. And this happens because of our appearance and also the westernized advertisement of it that allows us to endorse it, and it is a normal thing to us. But I'm telling you that it is poison. This word right here, that is poison. Ethanol is used in gas. That's what you're drinking. You have to understand that. That's why it burns when you drink it. Now, do not get worried or anything. We can help you get past anything. Now, if you can go on Instagram and type in Life Corporation, that is the group that we are creating, and we do online meets on Google Meet, and we help you with anything that you're going through, any health issues, whether it be physical, spiritual, or mental. Any health issue that you're going through, whatever it is, you just need to hit me up on Instagram so we can talk and get to know each other better, so I can help you with your situation. Anything it is, if you have cancer, anything that you have, any problem that you're having, just hit me up. So we're here and we're looking at the stats for a reason. I'm showing y'all these stats to see that, hey, you right now that just had a drink or is about to go have a drink, you need to realize that you are killing yourself. You are making the agenda that they're pushing working. They want less of us, and they are going to start to use these AIs. So they don't really need so much of us. You have to understand that. But we were created for a reason. We were put on the earth for a reason. Once you have life, once you can do that, you were here for a reason. Now, another thing is cigarettes. Cigarette smoking harms nearly every organ in the body, increasing the risk of cancer, heart disease, lung disease, and other serious health conditions. When you inhale cigarette smoke, nicotine reaches your brain within seconds, triggering dopamine release and a temporary sense of alertness or pleasure. While your heart rate rises and blood vessels constrict, carbon monoxide from smoke binds to red blood cells, reducing oxygen delivery to muscles, brain, and the heart. Even a single cigarette begins a cascade of changes affecting nearly every organ system. So do not, if somebody's smoking cigarettes around you, you need to tell them, hey bro, you need to stop smoking that. Not because you're saying that you do not care or whatever. No, I care about your health and I care about my health. So you need to stop smoking that shit. Cannabis. Cannabis is a very good drug. Now, they will tell you on Google that cigarette is harmful for your health, but they will continue making it. They will continue making this, and they will continue selling you it because they know that y'all are very stubborn people, a very stubborn set of individuals that are on the face of planet Earth. But we have to break out of this thinking. We have probably 4 years left. This many fingers left for a change to be made, and I am one of the persons that are going to try to make a change with people. We need to stop smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes is not good for your health, whatsoever it be, whatsoever e-cigarette, whatsoever what's it called, vape, whatsoever it is harmful for your health. We need to get back to using normal ways to feel happy. For instance, ginseng. If you take ginseng gives you that same high, that same effect. I've got some ginseng pills right now. Ginseng is a natural way of making the body feel high. And if you want to smoke cannabis, you have to understand that too much of something is not good. Cannabis can be used, but in moderation. You do not need to be smoking every day. The mind gets susceptible to the weed if you smoke it all the time. And it can lead to minor health issues. But Cigarette does not lead to any minor health issues. It is major health issues. If you can read here, cigarette smoking harms nearly every organ in the body, increasing the risk of cancer, heart disease, lung disease, and many other serious health conditions. So we need to move away from alcohol and cigarettes, because this is one of the main reasons why we are so low in frequency on the planet. This is one of the main reasons why we are so distracted. If you go to a football match, you have so much alcohol around you. You have so much cigarettes around you. People smoking cigarettes around you. That shit needs to be stopped now. Now, for the people that are going through, so everything that I'm saying is like a ladder. We're going up a conscious ladder. It's a consciousness ladder. Why are we being poisoned? Why are we being fed poison? So alcoholism refers to addiction to alcohol. It is a chronic disorder in which a person is unable to refrain from frequent and excess consumption of alcohol for physical or psychological reasons. The World Health Organization has listed alcoholism as one of the 3 most deadly killer diseases of the 20th century. Alcoholism is also one of the serious social problems. It often brings poverty and certain amount of crime and results in material unhappiness and broken homes. It also leads to numerous traffic accidents. Alcohol is not a product found in nature. It results from decomposition and, as such, belongs to a family of poisons. Ethyl alcohol, the main intoxicating ingredient in wine, beer, and distilled liquor, is a toxic drug which depresses the brain and nervous system. Alcohol cannot be called a food, for it enters the alimentary canal and is not changed or digested in any way. It is quickly absorbed in the bloodstream and then travels to every part of the body, adversely affecting vital organs like brain and liver. Symptoms. According to the WHO, alcoholics are those excessive drinkers whose dependence on alcohol has attained such a degree that it shows a noticeable mental disturbance or interference with their bodily or mental health. How does this look? Well, you are a person that are easily ticked off. Everything ticks you off, so you have to keep on drinking all this alcohol. Well, you need to realize that you're not doing anything good for the problem that you have. You need to try and fix the problem. Don't sit there and complain and drink and talk about your wife and talk about all these co-workers that are pissing you off, talking about your kids, talking about the bills that you had to pay. All of these things are placed there by the Matrix. This is the reason why in every convenience store that you go, you see alcohol, you see all these sugary things, all these carbohydrates, because they know it's not good for you. They want us to be dying. They don't want us to be elevating and evolving. Well, your evolution has just started if you are the one that just threw away all the liquor in your house. If you have the mental capacity to get the fuck up and throw away all the cigarettes down the toilet and pull the bottles and start throwing all that damn alcohol down the toilet right now. If you had any alcohol whatsoever, don't matter how much Hennessy, how much you just bought that Hennessy for, throw that shit down the toilet, nigga. It's poison. Or if you don't want to throw it down the toilet, you can have it there for medicine. One cork is good enough for medicine. If you have digestive issues, if you're having the flu, the rum can be used to get rid of all those parasitic infestations that are in you that is causing you to be sick. Because understand that sickness is nothing but the body getting sick from foreign elements. That's why it's called a disease. It is a disease of the body. The body is in disease. So their interpersonal relations and their smooth social and economic functions are who show the paradomal signs of such development. Alcoholics have a puffy face with bloodshot eyes, a hoarse voice, and a rapid pulse. They are suspicious, irritable, and over-emotional. Vomiting, delirium, impaired judgment, and disturbed sleep are some of the other symptoms. Pardon me. The chronic alcoholic who would rather drink than eat, fails to get enough vitamins. The few vitamins acquired by him are drained out of his system in the process of burning the alcohol in his body. Vitamin deficiency can lead to delirium tremors, convulsions, nutritious disorders of the eyes, and impaired memory. Excessive drinking often causes premature graying of hair, due to vitamin deficiency. Chronic alcoholism results in the depletion of minerals in the body, particularly magnesium. Its lack produces symptoms like tremor of the hands, feet, and tongue, convulsions, mental clouding, and perspiration. Excessive drinking imposes a strain on the liver. It gradually destroys its functions and often causes cirrhosis of the liver. It leads to disorders of the stomach and bowels. It can cause brain damage as brain cells are often affected by it. Alcohol also affects the heart, which becomes weak and flabby. So you're basically poisoning yourself when you're indulging in this drink that does not taste good. You have to be mixing it with something else because it does not taste well. And why were we introduced to this westernized standard? The advertisement that you're watching. That's why sometimes it is best to drink water. H2O. Is that H2O? Yeah, I think it's H2O. So causes. Here we will go down into the deeper part of why you should take this out of your diet if you're indulging in it anyway. Alcoholism results from intemperate drinking. Sometimes it sneaks up on a person comparatively rapidly. Other times, years may pass before a person becomes a full-fledged alcoholic. A weak-minded person consoles himself by taking to drugs or alcohol. In doing so, he simply tries to escape the situation rather than facing it boldly. A person generally takes to drinking as a means to enliven social life, to overcome anxiety, or to induce sleep. He becomes an alcoholic if he gets dependent on alcohol physically and psychologically. He resorts to heavy drinking because of his maladaptive way of dealing with life's stresses. So everybody can get ticked off at times. Everybody can get angry. You have to understand that life comes with ups and life comes with downs. It's vice versa. Everything has a way in life. If there were no happiness, what would life be? And if there were no sadness, there would be no lessons to learn. If there were no setbacks, you would not learn. So you have to learn so these things don't happen again. So this right here, that feeling that you're having in your chest, that guilt feeling, accept that guilt and move on. Stop drinking. Throw it away. If you don't want to throw it away, you can put some in a bottle or something, or in a glass container, and mark it medicine. Rum for medicinal purposes. You can mix it with herbs also, and it has a more positive effect on you. You can use it for medicine. That is what it is supposed to be used for. For instance, the guinea hen weed, when it is when that process that they do with the alcohol, if you do that with the guinea hen weed, you have something very good for you. Something that will heal your digestive system completely and also benefit the colon. So the treatment for anybody that is an alcoholic, right? The chronic alcoholic, first of all, must make a firm resolve to stop drinking. He should abstain from alcohol all at once, for the habit cannot be got rid of in gradual stages. So if you're having liver issues, right, and you go to the doctor and the doctor prescribes you with some medicine, right, and the doctor tells you that just take this and you'll feel better, that is not a doctor. He is just treating your problem. He needs to get the cure. You need to stop taking the problem that is causing all these diseases in your body and all these sicknesses. So the most effective way to treat alcoholism is to build the body's nutritional integrity. Soaps to prevent craving for stimulants like drinks. The patient should be put on a cleansing, juiced fast for at least 10 days in the beginning. During this period, so get your pen and get your paper out and write down this very important information. The patient should be put on a cleansing juice fast for at least 10 days in the beginning. During this period, he should have juice of an orange every 2 hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So right here, it shows you that the citric acid that lies in the oranges, the key limes, the grapefruits, and those things, and the vitamin C that also is in there helps to get rid of that foreign ethanol out of your body. The juice may be diluted with warm water if desired. If orange juice does not agree, vegetable juices may be taken. Vegetable juices may be taken like your celery, your parsley. You can blend that up and it will help you. Your cucumber, what you call it in America? Your cucumber, yeah, you call it cucumber in America. The cucumber juices may be taken each day while fasting. Bowels should be cleansed of effete and poisonous matter thrown off by the self-cleansing process set up by the body. This can be achieved by warm water enema. During the juice fast, the patient will usually feel no craving for alcohol. This will give a good 10-day start towards breaking the drinking habit and would help remove not only the physical dependence but also the psychological factors. After the initial fast on juices, the optimum diet of vital nutrients is essential, such as diet should consist of whole grains, cereals, nuts, seeds, and sprouts, fresh fruits and vegetables. So you have to incorporate vegetables in your diet. Another good seed that you should use is pumpkin seed. It gets rid of all the parasites in your body. Now when the body is full of, parasites is a reactive organism that is in the body, is placed in there by all these meats that you're eating. The carcinogens and all of these processed foods and all these sugary foods that you are intaking in your body lead you to have parasites, because all of these food colorings and all of these things that are placed in your meat for color, all of these sweets and all of these things that you are intaking in your body, you should know that it is bugs that are crushed out. They use literal bugs and crush out the bugs and create a chemical. The bugs excrete a chemical when they are killed. When you kill a bug and you see that little residue that comes, that little black or that little red or that little blue residue, that little inky thing, that is what they use to create all these colorings that they put in the clothes and the food. So they literally poison you with parasites. So you need to get rid of the parasite. The parasite lets you want alcohol, want all these cigarettes, and want all these sweet. It's the parasites that they use to control your brain mentally, so you get hooked on all these poisons that poison your body. Each day while fasting, bowels should be cleansed of effete and poisonous matter thrown off by self-cleansing process set up by the body. This can be achieved by warm water enema. During the juice fast, the patient will usually feel no craving for alcohol. This will give a good 10-day start towards breaking the drinking habits and would help remove not only the physical dependence but also the psychological factors. So you need to be taking whole grains, cereals, nuts, seeds. You can get the pumpkin seeds and sprouts, fresh fruits, and vegetables. It is advisable that in the beginning of the treatment, the patient is given a suitable substitute to relieve the craving if and when such cravings occur. The best substitute drink for alcohol is a glass of fresh fruit juice sweetened with honey, if desired, and the alternative, wholesome candy, may be taken. The patient should always have easily available juices, candy, or other snacks to be taken between meals if he feels a craving for a stimulant. Now, I don't advise you to take candy. Don't take no candy. What you need to do is use the fruits and freeze the fruits. You cut up the fruits and you make some fruit bowls. You get creative with yourself. You can use strawberries and chocolate, bananas and chocolates. You can use oats and cinnamon and create some crunchy stuff and bake them, and you have that to eat. You know what I'm saying? You make fruit pops and those things for the cravings that you would have. Don't take no damn candy. The patient should always have easily available juices. Okay. Now, all refined foods such as sugar, Alright, here we go. All refined foods such as sugar, white rice, macaroni products, and white flour and meat should be avoided. The patient should eat several small meals a day in preference to 2 or 3 large ones, and avoid strong condiments such as pepper, mustard, and chili. He should not smoke, as this will only increase his desire for alcohol. If you're going to smoke, you need to smoke weed or marijuana, cannabis. And if you're going to smoke this, you don't need to smoke no more than probably about a gram a day. A gram a day is good enough for the person that they're addicted and hooked on cigarettes and smoking. Weed is another alternative. It gives you an even stronger feeling than those damn cigarettes. They just give you a short feeling. If you're hooked on cigarettes, it's like you're hooked on crack. It's like you're taking cocaine. It's a similar feeling, man. That is the reports that they're saying on the WHO website. You need to get rid of all these cigarettes and all this alcohol in your system and all these sugary things that are killing you slowly. So they're saying that you should avoid pepper, mustard, and chili. He should not. Okay, apples are considered valuable in the treatment of alcoholism, as their use removes intoxication and removes the craving for wine and other intoxicating liquors. That is correct. And also tomatoes. And you see the resemblance in apples and in tomatoes and in dates. Dates is another good substitute if you are feeling. And also buttermilk. These things are very good for the digestive system. And they also promote a healthy mental attitude, especially the herb basil. So there are a lot of things that you need to write down right now if you want to heal yourself. You need to stop eating. I hope you're writing down everything. You need to incorporate whole grains, cereals, nuts, seeds, fresh fruits, vegetables, sprouts. You need to stop eating candy. You need to stop eating rice. You need to stop eating all those macaroni, all those carbohydrates. Not carbohydrates. It was right here. Alright, sugar, white rice, macaroni products, and white flour and meat should be avoided. Avoid all those things. The raw celery juice is also considered helpful. It has a sobering effect and is an antidote to alcohol. In addition to proper nutrition, plenty of rest and outdoor exercises are necessary. The healthy condition of the appetite center, which controls the craving for alcohol, is improved by exercise. Yogic asanas for general health, such as Padmasana. These words right here, I want you to write down these words. Y'all can do some research on this and find out more about these yogic exercises that help with exercise. But I'm telling you, it's all about the diet. It's all about what you're eating. It's all about what you're listening to. If you listen to music that tell you, I'm going to go get high, I'm going to take this lean and take this Percocet and take this and take that. Those are not helping you none at all. Those are influencing you to poison yourself. Now we have a lot of names here. Then we have some right here. All of these are beneficial. So, copious drinking of water, hot fomentations on the stomach and abdomen with a wet girdle pad, and finally, it will be advisable to follow the 10 commandments to prevent alcoholism, offered by psychiatrist Dr. William B. Terhune. These are: never drink when you need one, sip slowly, space your drinks, taking a second drink 30 minutes after the first and a third an hour after the second, dilute your alcohol, keep an accurate and truthful record of the amount and number of drinks you take, never conceal the amount of alcohol you drink, do not drink on an empty stomach, stop drinking on signals. Signals are lunch, dinner, fatigue, sex, stimulation, boredom, frustration, and bedtime. So these signals are basically when the dopamine in your body gets low. Make it a rule never to take a drink to escape discomfort, either physical or mental, and never take a drink in the morning thinking it will cure a hangover. So all of this that you see right here is because the writer of this book knows that the people that are promoting this alcohol, how they feel about when no one ain't buying the alcohol, they ain't gonna make no money. But I'm gonna tell you this. The people that are selling you this alcohol, they don't drink it. That's all I need to say. They don't drink that shit. Now, they said that you should stop eating white rice, stop eating macaroni, stop eating processed meats, because it is carcinogenic to humans, and red meats are considered probably carcinogenic, with risk increased by high temperature cooking and certain preservatives. These preservatives that they're putting in it are made by bugs, I'll tell you that, and they're parasitic. They have a lot of parasites in the body. Types of carcinogens in meat: heterocyclic and amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons are chemicals formed when muscle meats, beef, pork, poultry, or fish are cooked at high temperatures such as grilling, pan frying, or broiling. HCA is formed when amino acids, sugars, and creatine react to high heat, while PAHs are produced when fat drips onto flames, creating smoke that deposits on the meat. Both compounds can damage DNA after being metabolized in the body, potentially increasing cancer risk. So, y'all need to take out all of these things that are making you sick from out of the body, and I can guarantee you that the doctor will not be seeing you, and if you do go to get a checkup, it's just a checkup. Probably you will become more healthier than the doctor himself. You know what I'm saying? So it has been Rooted Wellness. I hope all of y'all written down the information, but the information is right here. If you have not written it down, the treatment is right here. Here it is. If you want to write it down, you can write it down. What you need to cut out of your diet: alcohol, and you need to cut out these things from your diet: white rice, sugar, macaroni products, and white flour, and meat should be avoided. What you need to buy is key limes and pink Himalayan salt. These things are magical for the body. I'm going to show you pink Himalayan salt benefits: hydration and electrolyte balance, respiratory relief, it clears the airways, sleep enhancement, promotes better sleep, digestive support, skin health, detoxification, blood pressure regulation. The alcohol, it makes your blood pressure go skyrise to the roof. The Himalayan salt, here it is, pink Himalayan salt benefits: blood pressure regulation, nutrient absorption, helps you to absorb nutrients in your body so you can build muscles, man. It helps you with that. Flavor enhancement, enhances the taste of food for you. It does so much things. Pink Himalayan salt, when you mixed it with key limes, there's a big benefit here. And this was not told to me by anybody. This was discovered. I had, I think it was constipation. Not constipation. I had diarrhea. And I did some research on some salts that I've been taking for the diarrhea, and I came across pink Himalayan salt, and I never turned back. Key limes. When you mix this with key limes, I'm telling you, it is no medicine. does this for your body. What you are doing for your body when you mix pink Himalayan salt and key limes, no medicine can do that in such a short period of time. Key limes are rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and flavonoids, offering numerous health benefits, including immune support, improved digestion, and heart health. Key limes, Citrus Aurantifolia, are small aromatic citrus fruits that are more acidic and flavorful than regular Persian limes. They are low in calories and provide essential nutrients including vitamin C, potassium, flavonoids, boosts immunity, promotes healthy skin, improves digestion, aids in weight management. So the people that want to try and lose weight, all that weight will be turned to muscle and energy when you incorporate the pink Himalayan salt with the key limes. All that fat, I should say. Aids in weight management, supports heart health, prevents kidney stones, potential anti-cancer properties. So if you're on your way to smoking all these cigarettes and you feel that you're gonna get cancer, key limes is something that you need to incorporate in your diet. So they're saying that you can put it in drinks, dressings, or as a zesty addition to your meals for a healthy boost. Even the skin, the zest off of the key limes can be grated over your salad, and it helps with the digestion, with the cellulose digestion. The cellulose, what's that word? I just saw the word. The cellulose, that word, absorption, the cellulose absorption in the body, the zest off of the key limes help with that. So it has been rooted wellness. I hope you all have been educated, and I hope that all the alcoholics and the smokeaholics understand. Now I leave you with a note. If you are having problems with cancer, arthritis, anything that it should be, you need to hit me up on Instagram. The Stopping Life Corp. Life Corporation, where we help people using the medium of meat. Google Meet, and we can have a meeting, and I can help you. I can provide you with other herbs, all the things that you need to stop doing, and the risk, because you need to understand that if you take your body off these medications, your body will need vitamins, because the vitamins have been depleted using to try and fight off these sicknesses. So you need to be replacing back these vitamins. So when the doctor gives you medications, he's not giving you the magnesium. He's not telling you that you need magnesium, that you need all these vitamin C, vitamin K's, many vitamins that the body needs in order for it to function properly. Your B12. So just hit me up on Instagram, and we can talk. If you hit me up right now, I can give y'all a free session. That's my deal. I'm giving y'all one free session if you hit me up right now for the rest of the day. Because I know a lot of y'all going to the doctors. I seen the doctor. I seen the doctor's office, and I seen how much people go there on a daily basis. So y'all just hit me up, and I'll give y'all one free session for today. If it's the first time coming, I'll give you a free session then. Okay, so it has been Rooted Wellness. Give thanks and praise to everyone that is here listening, and we are thankful that we have a medium and a space to share this positive information to y'all. Hats off to everybody who are already on that natural path, who are even further than me also. So have a wonderful rest of y'all days.